Good morning, everyone. January is over, and somehow I made it through the month by getting like 12 or 14 arcs. So many. They each came in their own packaging, so I have all these boxes everywhere. All of them come out like the same day, so I don't know how I'm gonna get to review them all, but I thought I'd show them all off and see if anybody in the comments can recommend which ones I should read first, which ones I should maybe skip. Okay, so this first one I already started. This is The Game of Stars by Sayantani Dasgupta. This is the second book in the Kiran and the Kingdom Beyond series, which is kind of a Percy Jackson type middle grade fantasy adventure series, but it's based on Indian mythology. I read the first one last year. I loved it. This one I already started a little bit. I got about 100 pages in and I kind of got busy with other things, so I put it down for a little bit. But I do like it. It's about this girl named Kiran who finds out she is the daughter of the moon and a snake demon, and she goes to Indian mythology world and fights monsters and has all these crazy adventures. The second one seems to be a reality show plot. There's like a demon reality show that she is on, so that's very interesting. Very surprised twist for a sequel, so I'm excited to see how this one keeps going. So if you're confused, that's because last year there were actually two Percy Jackson type Indian mythology books. The other one was called Arusha, and I have the sequel to that. I read both of these last year. I didn't like Arusha as much. That being said, I'm not crazy about the other one, the Kiran book that I started already, and I'm kind of excited for this one. I think I like the characters in this more, but the story more in the Kiran books. So I don't know. I don't know anything about this. This is from Rick Riordan Presents. So this is officially a Percy Jackson type of book. I like the cover a lot. The first book, the main character spent the entire book in Spider-Man pajamas, which I found annoying. So she's wearing clothes on the cover of this one, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what kind of clothes are involved in this book. This is The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman. I don't know anything about it except the title. It says it's for fans of the Raven Boys and Stranger Things, so I think it's kind of a dark urban fantasy, so that kind of sounds cool. Maybe kind of a spooky horror a little bit. This is The Undaunted by Kat Falls. I think it's the sequel to another book called Inhuman, which I've never heard of, so I might not read this one yet. I might try to read Inhuman first. So I'm excited to kind of check this series out, because I don't really know anything about it. Those are the last of my arcs. I have a lot more actually finished, full-blown hardbacks. First we have The Potter's Boy by Tony Mitton. I don't remember anything about this from when I read the description online, but I remember lots of Japanese names, and I scrolled through it, and there's a Katsuo, and a Ryo. There's just there's a Takumi, lots of just Japanesey names. I feel like this is going to be kind of anime-ish. It feels very Kubo and the Two Strings. There's a dragon on the cover. I sold. You know, I could read any book with a dragon on the cover. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this book has in store. The Last Life of Prince Alistair by Alexandra Bracken. This is the sequel to The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding. I read that last year. I actually got an arc of this last year too. But I started reading it, and I feel like I liked the first book better because it took place in the present in Earth in Salem, and there was a demon possessing this boy named Prosper Redding. And so the demon's reactions to modern-day Salem were interesting. This book, they're in the underworld, and it's kind of just generic underworld, and it didn't really capture me. I got about 100 pages in and set it down. I might try to pick it up again. It comes out in April, so I still have some time, so we'll see. Rise of the Dragons by Angie Sage. She's the creator of Septimus Heap. I requested this book simply because it seems like the kind of book I would have picked up at the Scholastic Book Fair when I was a kid. There's a dragon on the cover. I like dragons. And inside there are actually collectible cards. There's like for a card game in here, so I don't know. I'm afraid to open it because I don't want to like ruin it, you know, but I kind of want to see what this game is like. Yeah, I don't remember anything about it except that there's a dragon in it, so that sounds cool. This is Tin by Padraig Kenny. I requested it simply based on the cover and the title because I thought it was kind of a retelling of The Wizard of Oz. Because look at it, it's called Tin. There's like a green metal city. Why wouldn't you think that? And maybe it is a little bit that. But I think it's something else, and based on just a few looks through the book, it seems like it's going to be special. I don't know, this one looks like it might surprise me with how special it feels, so I'm excited to see how this one goes. Next up we have Swapped by Tamara Ireland Stone. This is a middle grade sequel to a book called Clipped, which I heard a lot about last year but I didn't read. It is about girls who go to like a coding camp. It might not be a girls camp, but it's about girls. And so they make like apps and programs and code and technology and stuff. I think it's like a, you know, stealth kind of get kids interested in science kind of book, which is great. The sequel is kind of the same thing, but there's like a long distance project going on of some sort. I read the description on the back and in the press release, and I think this book is like a little bit gay, which I was not expecting, or I'm just misreading things, but I'm interested in that. I know there's a lot of like LGBT representation in kids' book these days, but I haven't really seen it that much in like a kids books, so there's hope and Swapped is as gay as the world can be. Sal and Gabby Break the Universe by Carlos Hernandez. This is another Rick Riordan Presents book. This is set in Cuba, and there's kind of reality warping powers going on. One thing that really cracked me up about this book is whenever I get books in the mail, it's just the book. Sometimes a press release is printed out with it. But this book actually came with a bag of Skittles, which I think is hilarious, and I really wonder if Skittles play into the plot, or if it's just because like the color scheme goes with the books. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I am not Cuban, but I'm Puerto Rican, so Hispanic characters that's interesting. And it just sounds very cool, because I thought the Rick Riordan Presents line was just going to be Percy Jackson plus different ethnic mythology type thing, like, you know, maybe, oh, we did Greek, now we did Roman, now we're going to do Indian, maybe we'll do, you know, Hindu. But this looks like it's going to be kind of different and weird, so I'm excited for that. And I don't like Skittles, but I so appreciate this. Bone Hollow by Kim Ventrella. I don't remember anything about what this is about, but there is a kid with a boy in like a spooky tree, and there's a girl sitting on the tree, and she's got bones for limbs, like skeleton, like she doesn't have skin or flesh on her bones, limbs. And she looks kind of Hispanic too, and it looks very Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's from the author of Skeleton Tree. Never heard of that. I hope it isn't a sequel. Praise for Skeleton Tree. I think this is a sequel. So that might have been a mistake requesting this, but yeah, I don't know. It's got a cool title, cool cover, creepy looking thing going on. Yeah, Bone Hollow. And lastly, I have a comic. This is called Giraffes on Horseback Salad. This is a weird concept. In the past, Groucho Marx was friends with Salvador Dali, and they wanted to work together to make a movie. Salvador Dali would write and direct this movie starring the Marx Brothers. And then they never made the movie, and then they all died. So this is the script adapted into a comic with the characters drawn to look like they're played by the Marx Brothers, which is super weird. Some of the colors are very kind of old school black and white, but then there's also like trippy color scenes like this. I've not read this yet. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks weird, you know, Salvador Dali was weird. I don't even know what's going on here. This is a song number. This is weird. It's weird. I went to film school, so I'm kind of excited for this. Alright, well those are all the books I got delivered to me this month in January. Let me know in the comments if I should read something before something else, if something looks interesting to you. If you've read any of these series, let me know just thoughts, comments, whatever down below. Yeah, have a good day. Bye!